Good morning and welcome back to Week to Week. I will spare you the official introduction this week because we are wall to wall busy in here, so much so that I filmed absolutely nothing yesterday. But we need to keep going. It is Tuesday morning. If you watched last week, you'll know we have one of our first trade shows of the year this week. Tomorrow, I spent all day yesterday getting displays and things ready here in the warehouse. Loaded them up yesterday, going to drive over, that's where I'm heading right now. I've got the forklift loaded, going to drive to the show area, to the showground and get set up. So hopefully Palletways meet us there with the truckload of attachments. I'm going to get there just now. Let's go and I'll show you around what we're up to when we get there. We're at Hamilton Park for the Scots Turf show tomorrow. We're pretty much set up. A couple of things just to do in the morning. I've dropped the trailer off here in storage, just round the back of the site. I'm going to take the forklift back. I'll show you a quick look around what we've got set up. And then that's pretty much us. We'll go get back, get done what we need to get done this afternoon, and we'll be back here in the morning. I'll give you a better look around here tomorrow, but that's a quick look around the stand so far. Quite a selection. Shears, brushes, breakers, auger torque, of course, ScreeningBucket, G-rakes, flails. You ready to go home, dear?
Yes.
4:30 Tuesday afternoon. We're back. Oh, let me get the dog out here. As always happens when I spend a day out of the office, I have about 100 emails that need replying to. I also have a couple of orders that need to go out tonight or get ready tonight to go out tomorrow. So I'm going to let the dog out here, get him in the house, get up to the warehouse, get the orders done. I'll show you around them in a minute. We did send out a couple of orders yesterday. I just didn't get a chance to show you around them. First one being the big GBN 70TL breaker. Here's a picture of it here on the customer's 8-ton JCB, away to work already. And, well, that's a breaker from 2 weeks ago, or a week ago I think I showed you. And a package order, we'll cut some footage in here and show you it. It's an auger torque 3500 max, a 450, a 250mm auger, a cradle hitch for a JCB 8026, and a side shift skid steer frame for the same auger drive. So that was a good little package. We don't do a lot of the skid steer stuff here in the UK. We do a stack of it in the US, but not a whole lot here. So that was kind of a different one to get out. Just wanted to talk you through that quickly before I finish packing this. Let me quickly show you around it here before I pack it up. It is a 200mm log splitting cone with a spare tip and a 2-inch hex hub. Now the reason for the 2-inch hex hub was the customer already has an auger drive with a 2-inch hex output, and the whole point of making our cones with the bolt pattern in it is so we can make adapters to suit. He's in a bit of a hurry, he's going to make the adapter himself, so we're just supplying the hub and the cone. So, aye, that's that for that. Let's get it packed. I know this is a bit of a big pallet, but it's all we're working with, we're in a hurry. 8 PM Tuesday evening, made it home, waiting on my dinner cooking. Productive day. So I don't know how this week's episode is going to turn out. Could be a little bit all over the place, and sorry for I get a bit anxious and a bit nervous and worked up when it comes to exhibition weeks and big weeks like this, and especially weeks that I know we're going to spend a lot of time out of the warehouse and out of the office. Of course we need to do it, and we have to get there, and we have to get out, and we have to get meeting people, and we have to show and display products, but we also need to get back to the people that are looking for information or in their emails or phoning. They have to get as good a priority and as good a service as they always get. So it's just try to balance the two of them. It's just the two of us. It's just Laura and myself. It does become a little bit stressful, but it's a good problem to have. Took a couple of sales this afternoon there, looked out some brackets in the warehouse when I was up for some orders that can hopefully go by the end of this week. So all in all, a bright start to the week. I don't know what time I'll get out this morning. Started at 6:30, we're back in at 8. Dinner is on, I'm about to get that. Then we need to go to Laura's brother's house because it's his birthday today. So we're going there for a couple of hours, we'll get back. Then it's an early start tomorrow, back down to the show at Hamilton Park. Hopefully I can give you a bit better look around with somebody that knows a lot more than me about some of the rest of the stuff that's on display. But yeah, otherwise, busy start to the week. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Right, Wednesday afternoon, what time is it? Half 2? Half 2, we're pretty much done here for the day. I don't know what we've actually filmed. We had a GoPro set up for a bit of it. I'll put another one up here when we're breaking down, and hopefully we can have shown you some of that. But before we go, I'll get Laura to run you through what we've got out.
So we brought our Simex VSE2 bucket, just to see if it would gauge any sort of interest. Now some people were interested in that. So we've also got our 300 LogSplitter, split and cone, and also 250 and 350 stump planer, which actually have been quite, people have been quite keen on them today, as well as the LogSplitter. Obviously our Auger torque, our bread and butter Auger torque, drive unit and auger, which you can obviously put your auger on it, your stump planer and log split and cone. Also Slane Track RB80 quadruple brush, paving brush cleaner, which is one of my favourites. And then we've got our rotating tree shear, Ecotec RT300, RTS 300. So it's obviously got both our shears here, have got rotation on them. And that one is a 250 size. And then we have also our GB breakers, which we've got various sizes here. We've got our 10, 20 and 45. We did have the 30, but it's in the back somewhere, we don't have space for it. And then moving on over to our G-Rake products, one of our newest products, which we've got in display. So we've got the GR120, GR150, and then we've got another 150 on there. We have just we've got a bracket made for it to put on the little telehandler here, just to let everybody obviously see it up close and personal. So that's one of our new products which people were quite sort of interested in. They seem to be interested also in the telehandler, which we do not sell, but they were interested in that too. And then our Congenie flails here, which we've got a 60, 100, and then the big one is 113, obviously with the bracket on there. One of our friends who is the greenkeeper up in Aberdeen, they have taken one of the Congenie and they've nicknamed it the Gorse Buster. So if MD is interested in obviously cutting gorse, perfect little tool for that. It's been good, the weather's been good, it was nice busy this morning. A different sort of industry for us to look at, hopefully a positive and prosperous one as well. So everybody was lovely. So yeah.
You ready to take everything down?
No.
Good, let's go. Just after 6 p.m, we're back home, stand packed up, loaded out. Thanks again to SNT for taking everything down, coming back and picking most of it up, and to my father for coming picking up the forklift. Yep. There's Laura's feeling on the day. Yeah. We did, however, have one more thing to show you. It's Laura's doing, it's not mine, so.
No, it's not. Both are doing. We won best tray stand.
Everybody's already seen our living room, so we did win best trade stand. So thank you very much to the folks at the Scots Turf show for that. It is much appreciated.
Very much so.
Something that was unexpected for us. So.
Oh, very much. I thought they were coming to tell us we'd done something wrong.
So did I, actually. So yeah, thanks to Richard, folks at Campy, the folks at Scots Turf show,
and Hamilton Park Racecourse.
And Hamilton Park Racecourse for making us feel welcome. I don't think it'll be our last. It was the first one. I don't think it'll be our last one. So
it was a really good day.
It was a really good day
and good mixture of people that we've never actually probably spoken to before.
Yep.
So
good contacts, some good discussions, and we'll just see what comes of it. That is our first trade show for the year done. We've got a working day we're going to next week. I'll share more details with that by the end of this week because we'll be looking some things out for that. Then we've obviously got Scotland at the end of April, so big one, busy one this week. We've got all the displays and the attachments. We'll be back with us tomorrow morning. We'll need to get them unloaded and put away again. But otherwise, well, I'm going back out to do an hour or two this evening to get a jump on tomorrow morning. But otherwise, that's pretty much us for Wednesday and us for the Scots Turf show, unless you have anything. Nope.
I'm done.
That's us for Wednesday.
I need to go do a thumbnail for last week's Week to Week.
Laura needs to go do a thumbnail for last week's video, so if you're on your phone or on your computer, we'll link up here somewhere. Go watch last week's episode. That'll be out tonight after Laura does the thumbnail. I'm going back out to the warehouse for a couple of hours, but I'll catch up with you in the morning and show you what we've been up to. Thursday morning, back to some sort of normality. Up here at the warehouse, I've just noticed SNT have come in, so we're going to go unload everything for yesterday. Then we have a couple of orders to go back out this morning. I'll show you around those in a minute. SNT unloaded, big shout out to them again for helping us with the transport this week. Now on to today's orders. I looked out most of them yesterday, or last night even. I've just got a couple of hitch brackets here to put on them and I'll show you around. Two more Auger torque packages going out this morning. An X1500 with a 300mm S4 tungsten auger. And there's a double pin cradle hitch to go on that as well. And an Auger torque 3500 max. I've stickered them up last night, they're all boxed up ready to go. A 300mm S4 tungsten auger with the standard tungsten pilot and the extra dig pilot option. That's going with a double pin cradle hitch for the customer's Bobcat E26. The X1500 is for a Kubota KX016. So they're both almost ready to go. I've got the brackets there ready to go on. Get them on these pallets, get them out here this morning, but then I have to go drop my car off at the garage to get some work done. But first, I'm going to get these out, then we'll take the rest of the day for there. Apologies for the abrupt ending to yesterday's filming, folks. Had a couple of personal things came up, good and sadly bad as well, that were very, very unexpected. So nothing that's right to share on here, but yeah, apologies for the abrupt ending yesterday. However, it's Friday morning, we're back at it, business waits for no man, so we've got a couple of orders to go out this morning. First one I'm packing up here, I'll show you in a second. The other one I've just finished doing is the big Cymex VSE 10 screening bucket. It's the one that we're down in the Yorkshire Dales the end of last year demoing. I'll stick some videos in here. It's going down to a customer, a good customer of ours, a Takeuchi dealer in Ayrshire, Ramsey and Jackson. They're having a Takeuchi demo day next Friday afternoon and all day Saturday. I'll put the details in here, but by the time you watch this, it'll have been and gone. So watch out for next week's video. We'll be down there. They've kindly invited us to send down some attachments. There's 2 or 3 that's actually going to go to work, and there's 2 or 3 that's just going to be on a static demo. So that's very, very cool. So big thanks, big shout out to them. So one of them is the Cymex VSE screening bucket. It's a sort of product that needs to be out working, and people kind of need to see it in order to appreciate what it can actually do. Alongside that, we'll send these next week. That was there and it was ready to go, so I'm getting out today. We're going to send 2 G-rakes, one for a static display and one for a demo. Again, that's the sort of attachment that really needs to get out, get people to see it, see how it works, see the sort of finish it leaves. So really cool opportunity to be able to do that. So yeah, pretty excited for that for next week. As I say, stay tuned, or tune in, or click on to next week's video. Look out for next week's video, it'll be in that. But for the time being, I'm going to get this out. I'm going to go get the hitch bracket for this order, and then I'll show you around that. So this is an Auger 3500 max LogSplitter package. So it's a 3500 max earth drill, double pin cradle hitch with the lock strap. That's an S30 pickup, a 250mm S4 tungsten auger, excuse the condition of the box, and 250mm LogSplitter cord. That's a nice little package going out for a Friday morning. Let the camera focus here. If you've seen any of our videos before, you've probably seen similar packages to this working, but I'll cut a little video in here of one of these working. You'll see where the lock strap goes as well. That is, as I said, on an S30 bracket, but it's going on, from memory, a customer's Kubota U27. So it's the ideal size for that. So that's pretty much us for orders for Friday. I'm going to get this strapped, wrapped, taped, labelled and out of here. Then go get my lunch and then get in the office, and I'll show you what we're up to then. Nearly done for the day. Palletways, SNT were in and loaded. In between times I went to the welders, didn't film any of it for you. Went to the welders, I needed a hitch bracket modified. I'll get that back next week, I'll show you that then. Back in the office for a little while, spoke to Andrew for a bit, discussed some USA related issues that we're working on. And now it is 20 past 5. I'm going to play 5-a-side football, which means I'm pretty much done for Friday. Saturday afternoon, just in the office doing a little bit here for an hour or so, getting back to some outstanding inquiries and sorting out this week's email newsletter, which is a couple of days late to be fair, but it is what it is, it's done now. Was out this morning, got a few things tidied up. The mulcher foot we've been working on for the last couple of weeks is very nearly done. Test fitted that this morning, I'll show you around that just now. Test fitted that this morning, all looks good. We can clean that up, we can paint that this week coming, get that out. Looked out a couple of brackets for orders for Monday and another We have a storage container that we use for a little bit of excess stock. Looked out something from there for an order for Monday as well. I'll show you that on Monday. So that's pretty much the work related stuff done for the day. We now have some fun sort of work related things to do this afternoon. If you've been watching, I don't know if any of the week to week videos had it in it, if it goes that far back, but definitely on our TikTok channel last year, for quite a bit of the year, if you ordered over a certain amount with us, we had brewed our own beer and we were putting it in as a bit of a gift. We ran out of that end of last year and we haven't been back to make some more since, so that's where we're going today. We're going over to Stuart Brewing in Edinburgh, going to make a batch. Woody's here, I'm going to take the dog with me. I'm going to run over there, get that done, get something to eat. I'll show you around there quickly when we get there. That'll be ready in time for Scotland. We'll have that with us at the stand to give out. So yeah, let's go get that done. You ready? Just like that, beer making is done. Shout to the folks at Stuart Brewing for getting that done for us. That'll be left to ferment and it'll be ready for us to pick up in a few weeks' time, just in time for Scotland. So if you're coming to Scotland, stop by the stand. I'll put all the details here. Stop by the stand, pick yourself up a beer, come see us, see what we're up to. And I think, folks, that's as good a time as any to call this week's episode done. A really long week. Positive, really productive and fairly enjoyable. So if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you again, it is much appreciated. I'll keep this short and sweet. Leave us your comments or your feedback down below, hit subscribe when you're down there, and we'll see you next week.